2.
Hey everybody, here we are, our next segment of Walk the Crag with a local. Today, I'm your local. We're here at Fern Buttress. This is one of the premier endless wall crags at the New River Gorge. And it's jam-packed with classics. It's got hard stuff, it's got some good moderates, and we're going to do a little walking trip here, and I'll point out some highlights for you, and maybe some other little tidbits along the way. To get here, you're going to turn off Route 19 on Lansing Road. You can take a right, and you go to the top of the hill, and at the Lansing General Store, which is a great place at the end of the day to get your beer and chips. At the Lansing store, you can take a right, you're going to drop down the hill, comes out right here. This is the parking area. This is what you'll see. As you can see, there's not that much parking here. So when you park here, make sure you get off the road, you know, as you should anywhere at the New River Gorge, because they like to catch people parking a little too close to that little narrow strip of pavement out there. So don't let them get you. So anyway, we're going to do a little walk. Here we go. So what we have here is the trail that I recommend you don't take. It's kind of steep. It's not a real sustainable trail. So we're trying to steer everyone towards the gentler grade path over here. So follow me. This is the better path to take. And there's some little sights along the way, so come with me. All right, so after you've walked about 50 yards down the hill, you want to take a right on this sweet little cobblestone walkway down here. Careful, it can be kind of slick. And here we have one of our nice little sights along the way. We have my face carved in, no, just kidding. We have the stone face on the trail to Fern Buttress, carved many ages ago by an unknown man. Kind of a cool thing, a little cultural thing, you know? Notice her resemblance?
Yes.
And we go on. Hey, this is a good place to stop and point some things out here. This is a good example of a project that the New River Alliance of Climbers did a few years ago in partnering with the National Park Service for a better trail access into Fern Buttress. So it was this long stretch that kind of thrashed its way up through here, and it was eroded. It wasn't a good trail. You know, a lot of times climbers don't pick the best line right away, even though they pick the best lines on the rock. So basically what we did is we came out here and, spearheaded by our own Gene Kistler, who's the trail guy around here, cranked out a really nice line around that gets you to the base of the cliff. So we'll walk this and point out some highlights maybe for you in construction of trails. So here's a good example of some trail work that gets done around here, and so it's following a contour, and if you notice the way it cuts into the bank a little bit, and it's got a little bit of a pitch going down. You know, and the main thing with any trail is, I mean, you don't want that pitch to be too much, but what you want is for it to drain. You don't want water sitting on the trail. And so you'll see, you know, you're using the forms of the hillside as best you can, you know, keeping the trees, taking out as few trees as possible, weaving your way through, but you still have to get a line that's going to last, you know. And this one was done 4 or 5 years ago, and not a bit of erosion at all on it. So this was a good job, good line, and we're getting ready to get to the cliff, and I can stop boring you with all this stuff.